Hello everyone, welcome back to a little bit of cooking with me, Mark. Today I am going to be making something that I kind of experimented with last week. That's why I didn't put up a video, just because I wanted to make sure this actually could be made in like an efficient way on film. So yeah, I'll be making, I guess, like a turkey parm without the actual frying of the actual turkey. So I'm going to be using ground turkey and the usual seasonings that I have, and I'm going to be using some cheese today. So yeah. Alright everyone, so right now I have 1 pound of ground turkey. I do have my other one in the fridge just waiting to mix, but I'm going to be doing a different flavor with that one. Not seasoning wise, but pretty much when it comes to the last part of it, it's going to have like a whole different flavor to it. So with this one, obviously I'm going to go with my basic seasonings for majority of my meats. First we got the Danos. Then some seasoned salt. Some ground black pepper. Garlic powder. And onion powder. So this last thing I want to do is optional. Pretty much what I saw a majority of people do when they're making any type of parmesan with like straight up raw meat before they do it. They usually mix in some type of parmesan from the start and then layer it on top. But since I'm going to be doing the other cheeses on top, I'm going to actually put it in the mixing, since it's going to be, I just wanted to try it out like that way instead of just trying to actually put it on top when I'm going to use other ones. So yeah, I'm going to get at least a decent amount in there for the mix. And then we are just going to mix this. Also, I got my oven preheating in the back at about 400 degrees. It's better to get that ready now than later. I don't know about that. I maybe should have just layered it on top. But maybe once it actually melts, it'll be better. So yeah, let's see how much I can actually get in. Yeah, because these are just like not folding in right at all. No, I got it in. So yeah, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pretty much try to thin it out at least as much as I can. And then once that is like at a good thin amount, then I will go lay it on my tray that I already have sprayed down. And then I'm just going to lay this down in there. I forgot to spray that, so let me do that right quick. I'm going to take this over on my tray, and then I'm going to work on the other one off screen, and then I'll take it, well, the next part will be on the tray. Alright, so made the season, everything, was able to get the other one done. So I had to split them down just because there wasn't enough space for just two big Parmesan, I guess, steak wise, or breast, if it was the actual chicken. So yeah, now oven's been preheated for 400 degrees for a while now. Now it's just a matter of make sure these are cooked through and are good on both sides. So I usually let it go for 8 to 10 minutes for each side, and then once they're all done, I pretty much will then put the sauce or whatever type of topping you would go for, and the cheese, and then let it cook for like another 6 minutes to finish off. So yeah, let me get these in the oven, and then just play the waiting game at this point. Alright, so now my patties, steaks, whatever you want to call them, are all done, cooked through on both sides and all the way through. So now it's just a matter of laying down the sauces and then the cheese, and then letting it cook for the last actual section. So I don't have any actual spaghetti sauce right now, just because of how my diet's going. So I'll be using some GU sugar-free barbecue sauce for 2 of them, and then the other 2 I'll be using the ricotta cheese spread / dip that I personally made in the last video. This is actually a new batch that I made like a couple minutes before I actually started on this. So yeah, we'll go with this. Make sure we get a good spread on both. Because right now I'm on like a somewhat high protein, low to no carb and no sugar diet, and it's working just because, you know, I'm sticking with it, and also because I luckily know how to cook, even with like out the extra stuff, because I'm on like, what, I think it's been the 30th since I had like any type of like bread or anything, so the carb part hasn't been hard at all. Well, lack of carbs. The sugar, I've been able to definitely afford, and that's been good. And don't want to mix up 2 different things, so whatever you want to put on top of it. I'm going to be using 2 that I got pretty much on sale when I was at Publix. So I'm going with the Cabot, New York extra sharp cheddar cheese, and also their mac and cheese shredded. So yeah, you can use ground chicken to make these, and I would say ground beef, but at that point, you're pretty much making a burger. So yeah. I do have some cheddar, but I'm not trying to completely overdo it just because I already have the Parmesan in it. And then with this one, with the spread that I have, that's Parmesan, ricotta, and these two cheeses also. So yeah, maybe next time I'll do it with cheddar. I mean, once I'm out of it, but it'll be all good. So now just marinate it in the oven, let it cook for another like 6 minutes just to have everything cooked through. Well, the cheese to melt down, and then we'll be all done. Alright, so the parms are all done, all the way cooked through, and the cheese is nice and melted. So yeah, we have obviously the barbecue one. Nice, definitely looks good. And let me grab, well, I'm not gonna grab another plate, but here is the one with the ricotta chip on it, which is good and cheesy. So yeah, again, this is just a non-fried kind of keto-friendly one that obviously I experimented with, and it's definitely good. I'll say that. Even though there's bias, it's still good. So yeah, see, cooked all the way through. Nice amount of cheese melted on. So yeah, hopefully y'all enjoy. Hopefully test it out. If you got any suggestions, you can also let me know. So yeah.